Hey guys, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. I'm going to be doing a difference between the Oura ring and the Ultra Human ring. Someone asked if I'm wearing jewelry. And some of my previous videos, I know I actually don't like jewelry very much, especially on my fingers. And I'll tell you the pros and cons about each one, what they do, how you can benefit, and actually why I no longer will be utilizing these after this video. So basically, what do? They basically track things in your body. Mainly, I got it for sleep for me, but they also will tell you temperature, and I'll get a little bit detail about this later. Your stress levels, and I already mentioned sleep, but your heart rate, your how you're recovering, and just things like that. It's kind of cool for the average person. For me, well, I'll just tell you a little bit more about it. What's the main difference between the two? Again, they both basically do the same thing. You can do your own research online. Just for me, the difference was the cost. The Oura ring costs like, I think, almost $400. Again, I'll put links to Amazon for both these. While the Ultra Human is like $350, I think. Again, there's, whether it's tax and shipping and all that stuff. The biggest reason is why I first said, I'm just going to do the Ultra Human, why I'm doing both of them at the same time, was the Ultra Human does not have a monthly fee. Now, Oura Ring didn't a long time ago. My friend, she's been grandfathered in. She still uses it, but she doesn't pay monthly, and it was cheaper back then. So, who knows how long Ultra Human will have no monthly reoccurring fee. But that's a big one, because if you're going to keep doing this for year after year after year, I mean, you don't want to be stuck to paying something monthly, because if you stop, then becomes basically worthless. So that's something to keep in mind. As far as battery life, I thought they're both going to do the same thing, this, that, and the other thing. Actually, the Oura Ring lasts longer, and it also charges faster. Now, I've only been using it for about a month, so I can't give you all that stuff. And the reason I got both of them, I got them both at the same time, just so I can do like a correct split test analysis and see exactly what they're doing. Now, before I tell you some of the reasons I took it, was one reason for women, they tend to go for the Oura Ring more, because even though they both do the body temperature, the Oura Ring does it better as far as for women knowing their menstrual cycles. The girl I'm dating, she says, and she says it's super accurate. So, take my word for it. I don't menstruate, but she said it's really, really accurate when she can time it and all that stuff. And when I first got the Oura Ring, it asked if I want to do that. Obviously, I'm a man, so I said no. So that's a huge benefit with the Oura Ring if you're a woman. Sleep information. That's the biggest reason I want to take it. Use them both at the beginning. My sleep is crappy. And I'll tell you on a side note, actually, let's pause this. I was always concerned about my sleep. I think sleep is so, so important. I've never been a good sleeper. I did my DNA analysis. I work with super high-end people who analyze every little detail of my DNA. If that's something you want, let me know. I exported out my raw data, and I analyzed it with these people. And they basically said how I'm not supposed to sleep much like the average person. So the problem I had with both these rings at first is they both tell me, hey, you're not sleeping enough. You should be getting 8 hours. I'm like, I don't need 8 hours. I've never needed 8 hours. Even as a baby, my mom said I never slept because she was worried about that. So what I don't like about both of these is they keep giving you some, like, they're comparing you to other people. Now, some people, like girls I've dated, they hibernate. They need like 9 or 10 hours. So keep that in mind. They both totally different information when it comes to sleep. I mean, like wildly different, which to the point I think, well, I don't trust either of you. The Oura Ring does a better job, though. It's been more accurate, if you want to say that. The Ultra Human, multiple times it said I only slept like 3 hours, or it said you went to bed at 3 a.m. And I said, no, mother F, I went to sleep at midnight. So it's not 3 a.m. And it didn't once, I find, but it's done it 4 times so far. That's a huge negative for me. Again, I'm not making money any of this. It's just something I want to give feedback. This has just been my experience. My cousin has the Ultra Human. He loves it. He said nothing bad about it. And he's super tech guy, right? He's the guy who's got the Galaxy because he wants a Galaxy phone because he wants to hack it. I just stick with the iPhone because I want it simple. So that's something to keep in mind. For example, let's just say even if they both tell me I'm sleeping the same, this one will say my REM sleep is this way, and this one will say my REM sleep is totally different. This one will say I slept, 3 hours deep sleep. This one will say I slept 1 hour deep sleep. And another time it'll be totally different. So that's why I don't really trust any of this sleep stuff. However, it's a great gauge, all right? It's a very good gauge because there are times when I did sleep better and both of them would say, hey, you slept better, even though the information was wrong. There's times when I didn't sleep well. I was stressed or who knows why. Both of them said, I didn't sleep well. I need to sleep more. This and that sucked. They both gave me different information, but they both did tell me, hey, you need to change stuff around. The one benefit is for the average person, it tells you, don't do this and don't do that, do this and do. That's fantastic. I got an entire sleep guide. It's all yours for free. Super important information. So for the average person, it's really good. Body temperature, they're both pretty good as far as accuracy. Like just recently, I was a little bit sick, and both of them told me, hey, you're not sleep, your body temperature's up. And lo and behold, next day I got a little bit sick. So it's a good warning system. For example, I was working out too much, and they both said heart rate variability, your stress levels are up, this and that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, they were both true. And when I took my own supplements to lower my stress levels, cortisol levels and all that, I doubled the dose. And within the next day, it was better, 2 days better, 3 days better. Both of them said, hey, good job. Stress levels are coming down. So it does know it. It's very good at it. Also, when my sleep was bad, again, I already take sleep supplements and all that. Again, I'll put links to all this below if you're interested. I just doubled the dose. Why did I do that? And then both of them said, bam, your sleep's better. So it knows. It's a good reminder for people to keep focus, which I'm very dedicated, but most of us aren't. And still, as dedicated as I am, it's good as a coach. It's telling you. So why will I not be using either of these going forward? I don't like this on my hands. All right. I have big hands. They're muscular. They're beefy. All right. And it's like, it's a pain. And I put it here on my index finger because it's better. However, if I had to take it off and put it on my ring finger, forget it, because I'm having issues with this and I'm having issues with that one. It's like this huge metal thing. I hate that. The other thing is when you work out, grabbing onto stuff, forget about it, man. You have to wear gloves. It is a pain. Will you get used to it? Maybe, probably. For me, I don't like it. I haven't learned anything. It's good, but for me, it's just, I can't work out with this stuff on my fingers. Other people, they don't care. They don't even think about it. So that's one of the things to keep in mind. Again, it was really good for me to tell me if I'm doing better for my sleep, if I need to lower my stress levels, change my food, this, that, and the other thing. Otherwise, I think that's it. I don't want to drag this out. Let me know what questions you have. I'll do an update video. Sleep and stress was the biggest reason I took it, and it did let me know, even though they're both wildly different information. I'll put links below that as well. Have a fantastic day.